It's over. Martyn Lewis will have his finalists.
Right, who took the road to Rio today in 1992, but not for laughs? Good afternoon. Welcome to Today's the Day on Tuesday, the 17th of June. Another big day for us all here on the programme, our second semi-final. And tomorrow, of course, we'll have the grand final itself. So a terrific contest in prospect today. But first, just for you at home, our usual preview of some of the great clips we have coming up in today's show.
There's only one problem with pandas. They're not very interested in sex. They much prefer sleeping, which they do for up to 20 hours a day.
He's one of quite a few youngsters who have learned the supple secret. And they're not scared of showing it off in Central Park at a swinging hula hoop session.
Apparently they're members of the Kinks who've decided to let the Ginger Group, an avant-garde bunch of hairstylists, try out something new.
All that and more to test the memories of today's semi-finalists. Let's meet them. First of all, we welcome Arvor Hughes, a chauffeur from Stockport in Cheshire, and his son Alan, a civil servant from London. Taking them on, we have Cliff Cheetham, a retired council worker, and his friend Bob Southwick, a self-employed driving instructor. Both of them are from Doncaster in South Yorkshire. And of course, they'll be playing all the way through the show for those magnificent round-the-world air tickets, drawing ever closer. So, on with the contest. Round one, of course, is Stop the Clip, so fingers on buzzers. And we start with a report from today in 1996. Who is this story about? Start the clip.
For centuries, this suit of armour...
Cliff and Bob.
Is the opening of the Royal Armouries in Leeds?
No, restart the clip.
...protected the secrets of its own past, as well as it ever protected the 15th century warrior who wore it in battle.
Arthur and Alan.
The Black Prince.
No, restart the clip.
The metal is probably the right age, and the suit has carefully repaired dents, which correspond to battlefield injuries received. Her status as a French heroine...
Arthur and Alan.
Joan of Arc.
Yes, today in 1996, the armour believed to have been that actually worn by Joan of Arc was displayed in Paris. Let's see the rest.
Her status as a French heroine, if anything, grows with the passing years. It could become one of the country's greatest national treasures.
Well, next, a report from today in 1992. In which city are we here? Start the clip.
If we get a convention on climate change, a convention on biological diversity...
Arvor and Alan?
Rio de Janeiro.
Well done, yes. And why did you give me that?
It's the conference on biodiversity.
Indeed. Rio de Janeiro today in 1992, where the Earth Summit, as it was called, took place. Let's see more.
They've come to this spectacular setting on the Atlantic coast of South America, to what is, by its own definitions, the most important gathering ever held. They're here to address nothing less than the survival of life on planet Earth.
OK, some music now from today in 1988. Can you name both the singer and the song? I need both for a correct answer. Start the clip.
First you're another snow-eyed bow.
Arvor and Alan?
Eartha Kitt's Lady Sings the Blues.
No, restart the clip.
And someone's mother, then you're cow. Then you career from Korea to Korea.
Arvor and Alan?
Eartha Kitt, Lady the Tramp.
No, restart the clip.
To Korea.
Offer it to Cliff and Bob?
No, sorry, it was
No,
Eartha Kitt.
It was Eartha Kitt, of course. The song I'm Still Here from today in 1988, and she clearly is, as we will now demonstrate.
Good times and bum times, I've seen them all, and my dear, I'm still here. Plush velvet sometimes just pretzels and beer, but I'm here.
And at the end of round one, we find Cliff and Bob on 0 points. Arvor and Alan setting a strong early lead of 17. So to our TV round, a selection of classic programmes which were on the air on this very day in years gone by. Well, the 3 clips for Cliff and Bob first, and see what you make of these.
They must be in. I just saw someone moving, that's all.
Right.
I say I just saw
there's someone moving,
Yes,
yes.
well, go and have a look through the window then.
Here. Here, good job, here.
Ministry of Defence to HMS Hero and Flag Officer Malta. Abandon mission, return with all speed. Reply to MOD and Flag Officer Malta. Mission successfully accomplished.
You know how people always think of the British Museum as being a rather dark and stuffy place that's full of mouldy old relics that don't mean anything to anybody. Well, the other day I went over there to find out if it was really true. Hugo, what do you think of the British Museum?
Well, it's an interesting building, isn't it? Its primary purpose is, of course, functional.
Cliff and Bob, can you identify those clips?
Not the first one. Not the first.
First one was Hugh and I from 1963. The second?
Warship.
Correct, from 1973. And the third?
Not the 9 o'clock news.
Right, from 1982. Your point-scoring questions coming up. Patricia Hayes played neighbour Griselda Wormald in Hugh and I. In which 2 series did she play a neighbour called Min?
No, sorry, no idea.
It was Till Death Us Do Part and In Sickness and in Health. Name the 2 stars of Hugh and I.
Terry Scott. And Hugh Lloyd.
Correct. The dramas of Warship took place aboard HMS Hero, which later documentary series portrayed life aboard the aircraft carrier Ark Royal.
Sailing.
No, it was Sailor. I'm sorry, we've got to be precise about that. Sailor. Which nautical novel by Nicholas Montserrat was brought to the big screen in 1953?
Captain Horatio Hornblower.
No, it was The Cruel Sea, starring Jack Hawkins. Which TV celebrity was Pamela Stephenson impersonating?
Janet Street Porter.
Correct. Pamela Stephenson appeared in the series Hazel with her first husband in the title role. Who is he?
Nicholas Ball.
Yes, she's now married, of course, to Billy Connolly. So, 3 clips coming up to test the memories of Arvor and Alan.
Oh, yeah, what with boozing and playing darts at the pub with all your cronies, I suppose it's too much to expect you to remember a little thing like my silver wedding.
No, I would have remembered it if I'd have thought of it. I didn't know it was coming round so soon, did I?
You don't even know what it means, do you?
What?
Silver wedding.
Of course I know what it means. It means we've been, like, married for a while.
It's just some nice wild flowers. Willow herb, crowfoot.
You can buy the cotton wool to stuff in them on the ground floor.
Miss Browns?
Yes, Captain Peacock.
There's still no sign of Mrs. Slocum.
Well, she said she might be late this morning on account of she's shifting her flat. You should have given her the day off like she asked. She's going to be in a right state when she gets here.
Good morning, Captain Peacock. Oh, pussy, do be good.
Can you identify those, Arvo and Alan? First one?
Till Death Us Do Part.
Correct, from 1966. The second?
Oh, The Lockkeeper.
No, it was The River from 1988. And the third?
Are You Being Served?
Correct, from 1979. Your point scoring coming up. Who played Alf Garnett's wife, Else, in Till Death Us Do Part?
Dandy Nichols.
Correct. Which future EastEnders actress had played Else in the pilot show for Till Death Us Do Part the previous year?
The Dot Cotton character?
No, it was Gretchen Franklin, best known as Ethel Skinner in EastEnders. David Essex played a lockkeeper in The River. In the 70s, he starred in the film That'll Be the Day and its sequel. What was that sequel called?
Stardust.
Correct. The River was written by Michael Aitkins, who later wrote which sitcom starring Felicity Kendall as a Californian widow?
No.
Honey for Tea. Molly Sugden was Mrs. Slocum in Are You Being Served? In the 60s and 70s, she played Nellie Harvey, the landlady of the Laughing Donkey, in which series?
Never heard of it. Sorry.
No, Coronation Street is the answer. Who starred in the 1953 film comedy Trouble in Store and received a BAFTA award for Most Promising Newcomer in the same year?
Norman Wisdom?
Correct. So, at the end of that round, we find Cliff and Bob on 15, but Ardevor and Alan hanging on to their lead with 32.